So I'm going to take the topic which is related to the information security subject for third year CSE, which is a conventional encryption and decryption method, which deals with the topic related to a subject. This is our subject and its corresponding syllabus, which belongs to the unit number 2. I'm going to teach it regarding the symmetric encryption as well as the asymmetric encryption method. So this is the actual outline that I'm going to tell you how this encryption method works in a proper manner. So conventional method, and which is called as the symmetric method, and conventional encryption algorithm, that is the thing we are going to see here, and the various block mode of operation and the location of encryption devices, and the this chapter ends with the key distribution based algorithm. And this thing is the actual scenario which deals with the encryption and decryption method. What is the reason behind, or what is the actual motive of this encryption and decryption mechanism? Actually, if you are seeing this, the data that we are using everywhere, that needs to be protected every now and then. So we are using the laptops and some servers and databases and our handheld devices or tablets, iPads, and for that kind of thing we need to apply the encryption and decryption method, where it is being encrypted in terms of various kind of scenarios. So when the devices is being traveling along the internet or any other protocol based applications, they need to use it along with the email, chat, SMS, then browser-based control operation, then mobile application, and the cloud-based encryption methods, which are need to be protected every now and then only it's called as a various distributed cryptographic-based algorithms. Next thing, these are the various comparison between asymmetric and symmetric encryption method, where the symmetric encryption method deals with only one shared key, where the asymmetric encryption method, it's being defined with two keys based operations, where the complexity level in terms of symmetric method is good and asymmetric method is somewhat complex, and the execution based, it is very quickly processed and it takes time to be processed. And this is the actual algorithms which are related to the symmetric method as well as the asymmetric method. And if you see that the key which has to be used for the symmetric method belongs to only one key is being shared among the source and the destination or sender or the receiver. And the second thing is the asymmetric encryption method. It belongs to two type of keys, private key as well as the public key. And the algorithms which are involved here, which are related to symmetric method, which belongs to the RC4, AES, that is advanced encryption standard, then DES, data encryption standard, then triple DES, as well as here the RSA, Diffie-Hellman, then DCC, LGML, all those kind of things are involved here. This is the actual comparison between the symmetric and asymmetric encryption method. So this is the first starting how the symmetric method came into existence. So this is the actual 1970s itself, which started with the proper foundation of identifying the algorithm and the corresponding key to convert the plain text to the ciphertext using a single key or multiple key according to the advantages of using these algorithms. Next. So this conventional method belongs to these kind of components: plain text, encryption algorithm, secret key, ciphertext, this decryption algorithm. This is the actual structure or the components or ingredients which are needed to convert the normal encryption to decryption techniques. So various terminologies other than the plain text and ciphertext, this is the actual technology which are being used by the hacker to crack our particular code. So ciphering is the technical terms related to cryptography and network security, where ciphering is like algorithm for transforming the plain text to the ciphertext. Then enciphering is encrypting, actually normally converting the plain text to the ciphertext by converting the readable text to unreadable text or encoding formats. Then deciphering is, again we are going to reversing the operation by converting the ciphertext from the plain text. Then cryptography is a study of method, which algorithm is good for which application. That's the kind of study we need to maintain. And the cryptanalysis is the code breaking method, and the cryptology is a kind of study needs to be exploring the cryptography as well as crypt analysis method. So this is how the terminology is being used in terms of cryptography and network security. Next. So this is the actual diagram which explains you clearly how the previous set slides based ingredients or the particular components which are working together. This is the actual conventional encryption method, where it properly deals with the symmetric encryption and decryption method based algorithms. So here we are giving plain text as an input here, and a secret key is being shared here, and here the algorithm which was used is the encryption algorithm. Then it's being transmitted as a ciphertext, and secret key is being used, and the plain text is being revealed according to this criteria. So it belongs to the simplified model of conventional encryption or a symmetric encryption method. So this is the various requirements for this symmetric encryption method. So we need to make use of plain text to ciphertext first, then ciphertext to plain text. That's the actual scenario, or the operation needs to be performed. So we need to have an algorithm which defines how this thing works, and a key to convert the plain text to the ciphertext, again the ciphertext to the plain text. So mathematically we have to define it according to y equal to ek of x, then x equal to dk of